Here we'll be putting together our Metal Art bench by Mountain Sky Furniture Company. What you get in the box is 2 legs, Metal Art with 2 pieces of wood attached. This is the top rail, this is your seat, and this has no notches, no holes in it. This actually goes in this hole right here. So, first thing, we put the tendons into these holes. To start them, you can give them a little twist to help that tendon get started in there. Then we use a rubber mallet and we pound that in. It can take a little bit of force to get those together, like that. We're going to put our seat bottom in there. So same thing. It can take a little bit of force. You may, when your legs show up, you may have to move tap these legs out a little bit in order to get the seat to fit in there properly. And just tap them in evenly, like that. If your tendons seem to be really tight, what you can do is just grab a piece of sandpaper, wrap it around those tendons, or a palm sander, or anything, if you have electric sander, whatever you want to use. And just sand that tendon down a little bit. I like to do that on the top leg anyway, just to make it a little easier for that top leg to slide down, because there's so many holes in this Metal Art bench to line up. Just give her a few quick turns there. That makes it go together a little easier. Some of them fit perfect, and others are just a little tight. During the construction, we like those tendons to be tight. It guarantees that it's going to be a nice solid joint for our customers when they get the benches home. So the next piece we're going to do is the Metal Art piece. So you want to make sure that the Metal Art is facing the right direction. And when we're putting it together, we want it to be obviously facing up. So same thing, get those holes lined up. Just lightly tap those in. See, it does require some force to get those in there. So you can see how this Metal Art slides in there. So also what we'll be doing is you'll want to just get that centered when you're all set and done. And you can pick the best side, the side you like the best. This one, this side actually looks better. So I'm going to slide that out and choose this one instead. Slide it right back down. And you can do that if you want. You can put these in, put this in, and then if you don't feel comfortable putting it together like that, you can just take that Metal Art out, put it in there, and then slide it back in before you put your top leg on. So again, I'm gonna just do a quick sand on these top tendons, just to smooth them up just a little bit, help that slide in there a little bit easier. So the top legs are the hardest to get in. It's just a few twists like that. You don't have to use sandpaper, it can help you get them together though. We're going to take the top leg, grab our hammer. We're going to get all the back holes lined up first. This can be somewhat of a challenge, as there are so many parts and pieces, so many tendons you're trying to fit in. But if you get those holes lined up, and just take your time, and then just slowly get in to get them started. Don't necessarily want that to happen. Get them started like that. Around to the front. See, this one's good. So what we're going to do there, just help that hole get lined up there. Trying to get in front of the camera. Hitting them, you can see the force I used on that to get that to start. It doesn't necessarily need to be that hard, but when you're hitting them, what you want to do is you want to make sure you're hitting directly over the top of that tenon in order to get them to seat. Once they're all started, they'll go together pretty easily. You just want to hit directly over the top of each tenon and make sure it goes together. So, we're going to take the top rail and put it on. Again, you can slide that metal arc. I'm going to put that top rail on. Again, you just want to try to do it evenly. Like that. Then, we're going to go through and put our screws in. So the joints we want to put our screws in are the main joints that hold it together. So here, 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 arm rest. So how we want to do that is, you see the alignment of this first one. Just want to take our screw, start it in the tenon, right next to the upright, drive it straight, so it seats into this log. We don't want it to come out the backside. If it does come out the backside, just take it out and redo it. We want to go up through the top rail. And when you're going to put them together, you just want to make sure all your tenons are seated in there. So just a little wax, just make sure they're seated. Same thing with this one. Just go down through the top, at that end. So it seats in there. I'll drive one back through the back side here, hold that seat in place. When you're doing the front legs here, just try to make sure that leg is level before you drive your screw in at a 90-degree bench seat. You can see that. Just that angle there, just so it drives through this tenon first, not through the leg, but started in the tenon, and drive it. Screws right through this joint to hold this board on, that top rail. There's an armrest to hold that on. Up through here, through the front, hold this handrail on, down through there to hold the bench seat, and through there to hold that bench seat, front and back. So you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then down in the bottom here to hold that together. 6, 7. 7 on each side. So 14 total on the bench. As you can see, this thing is very sturdy. We use ring shank nails to hold the benches together. These screws to hold these together. We do recommend a yearly application of an outdoor finish for exterior use. If it's going to be an interior bench, you may want to just sand it down just so it's just a shade smoother before you put paint or varnish or a lacquer over the top of it. If you have any questions on assembly, you can reach us through our website. Email through our website, info@mountainskyfurniture.com. Check out our website for all the other great products that we have. We ship all over the United States. We have interior and exterior furniture. We wholesale to a bunch of different venues. So thank you for viewing, and have a wonderful